Hello, my name is Asha. This is Asha's Movies, and today we are going to be ranking every single live action Batman film from worst to best. So, this is my personal ranking. Obviously, if you don't agree with this, then you don't agree with this. That's your opinion, and this is my opinion on worst to best. As you know, if you do follow me on the channel, follow the journey, everybody knows that I am a very big fan of Batman, so this is why I've decided to finally release my ranking video for the Batman films, and I hope you guys do enjoy. Before we get started, I'd like to say don't forget to like, subscribe to the notification bell on, and check out the other channel for comic book related content. I will be posting more and more on there lately, especially to do with comic books and specifically reviewing comic books. I'm going to try and take a shot at that and see how that goes. Go and check me out on TikTok and Instagram as well as Letterboxd Serialized Vinted. I'm going to have a video out shortly telling you just some of the stuff that I've got for sale on my Vinted in physical media related areas. So let's get straight into this. So starting off with the worst film in my opinion, and probably in most people's opinion. That does not mean it's a bad film, which it is a bad film, but it's more or less, it's funny, but it's just really bad. So I've got Batman and Robin in 10th place, okay? I think this deserves to be here. It's not an amazing film. I have watched this before. I've watched this twice before. The first time I watched it I didn't have this YouTube channel, but now that I've rewatched it, not too long ago, a few months ago now, it didn't get any better, to be honest. Arnold Schwartz, Chris O'Donnell, Uma Thurman, Alicia Silverstone, George Clooney. In my opinion, George Clooney is the weakest Batman out of all of them, and it's probably definitely the worst film and worst acting out of all of them as well. That does not mean I didn't enjoy it, because I did find some of the jokes funny and some of the scenes funny. The costumes were really lacking with the nipple Batman suit, and even the Batmobile was a bit wacky in this as well. Arnold Schwartz I don't think was really the best pick to be Mr. Freeze. We could have had any other actor and he probably would have done a bit better in my opinion, because Arnold Schwartz obviously I don't think is meant to be in a superhero film. Again, doesn't mean it's an awful film, because it's not an awful film. It's just not well made and not well acted either. It had great potential, but it just didn't live up to the potential that we thought. Next then, should become no surprise to anybody, I've got Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice. This film gets absolutely hated on, okay? But I've got this sitting at 3 stars on my Letterboxd, okay? I actually really enjoyed it. Ben Affleck isn't even the worst Batman I've seen. That would be George Clooney in my opinion. Henry Cavill's an okay Superman. Obviously, I prefer David Cornsweet. I haven't seen the originals, but I will be watching them soon. Gal Gadot is actually a good Wonder Woman, considering we haven't had really a live-action Wonder Woman ever, apart from the old show. She's a good Wonder Woman. She didn't even do that bad. It was definitely way too long of a film, and the build-up was way too long, so I think that's one of the problems people had with it. Zack Snyder did do a good job with the film. Amy Adams is a good Lois Lane, but some of the acting was just not like the way some people thought it should have been. Yeah, but I watched it quite recently. I have watched it before, but I just wanted to give it. It just sorry if you heard that just now. It was my dog. Yeah, but it just didn't live up to the hope that most people thought it would be. Batman vs Superman, such a great story. This film wasn't a great story, to be honest. They could have done so much better, but with the Batman vs Superman part of it, they could have done a lot better as well. And here's the digital code in case you guys wanted to try and use that. Yeah, it wasn't the worst out of the lot. It wasn't the worst Batman film, but it's definitely up there for me for being one of the worst. This one might come to a surprise to some people, but I'm just not as big of a fan on this film as some people. I rated this 3.5 on Letterboxd. We've got Batman Forever. It's got Val Kilmer, Tommy Lee Jones, Jim Carrey, Nicole Kidman, and Chris O'Donnell. So, in this film, a lot happens, okay? Val Kilmer, I think, is a great pick to be Bruce Wayne. He's more of a Bruce Wayne than a Batman for me in this film. He's not an amazing Batman, but he is a great Bruce Wayne. And obviously, we need to have the balance between the Bruce Wayne and the Batman. Jim Carrey, great performance as the Joker. You know, it was one of the perfect roles for him. Tommy Lee Jones, I think, could have done a bit better in the Two-Face role. Chris O'Donnell, we were introduced to Chris O'Donnell in this film, and he's a hothead. Wants to kill, I think, Two-Face for killing his parents or his entire family. And Nicole Kidman plays a really great love interest for Batman. But it was just the lack of... Batman shouldn't be that... It shouldn't be like an entire comedy like this one was. I prefer like the darker versions of Batman, in my opinion. It does get a lot better, you know, as you go on through the film, but at the start of the film it's kind of just dry. So that is Batman Forever then. So next we have got Batman the movie from 1966, stars Adam West, and this is the special edition. Okay, I purely have this up here for you know, respect for the film, because it was made in 1966. You know, there was a lot of things happening back then, and also, you know, it was great for the time as well. Nowadays, I don't think it was as amazing as it could, as, you know, if it was made these days, I would have rated it half a star easily. But because when it was made, I have to give it respect, and I have to give it the most stars. You know, I think I give it 4 stars, maybe 3.5. I'm not too sure, but it was a really great film for the time, I think. And the action's okay. It's more of a comedy, in my opinion. I like that we get to Robin in it, and I like the villains as well. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 left. Now we've got 6 left, and yeah. So, next I've got Batman Returns. I actually really enjoyed this film upon first watch. Michael Keaton is like the best Batman of the 1980s, 1990s. Danny DeVito's a great Penguin. Michelle Pfeiffer is even a great Catwoman. Obviously, I prefer the other 2 Catwomen over Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman. I don't know why it's backwards. But yeah, this has a really great cast, really great story, and I really enjoyed the fact that it was framed around Christmas time. Yeah. Really great film, that one is. Then we have got 1989's Batman. This one stars Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson, and a whole bunch of other actors. But this is the very best of the 4 films out of the Tim Burton era of Batman. It's nice, it's dark, it's gritty. Upon rewatch, even I rewatched it, the Joker in this film was amazing. Jack Nicholson did a great job playing the Joker. I especially like the ending scene where he's hanging off the building and Batman refuses to kill him and tries saving him, but then Joker ends up just falling or dropping to his, you know, untimely death. But it's the very best of that era, and I think it still holds up today, even if you compare it to something like The Dark Knight Rises or The Batman. It's still up there in the top 5 for me, and I really did enjoy it. Let me just show you the disc. Pretty sure that all these Batman films are just silver discs, but they do indeed have the good writing on it. So I paid 99p for that, actually, and it's one of my best deals on the channel. Really great film, that one is. Then I have The Dark Knight Rises, okay? Maybe an unpopular opinion, but it's still a great film. I really enjoyed it. Has a great cast. We've got Christian Bale, Michael Caine, Gary Oldman, Anne Hathaway, Tom Hardy, sorry. You got Joseph Gordon-Levitt and also Morgan Freeman. And it's made by Christopher Nolan. So you can just tell it's an amazing film just by the cast. Okay, it's a great film, great story, great plot, and I really did enjoy it. And you've got the really cool disc art as well. But more or less, the story from this one, it does... I feel drag a little. Tom Hardy as Bane could have been a bit better. The voice was a bit wacky. The acting could have been a bit better from Tom Hardy himself. Christian Bale, I think, delivers a perfect performance in this film. Anne Hathaway also as Catwoman. She did great in this film as well. I really enjoyed her as the Catwoman then. Again, Michael Caine, perfect showing of the character Alfred. He's probably one of my favourite parts of the Dark Knight trilogy, him being Alfred, because he's just so wise and shows the ropes to Batman, Christian Bale's character in this film. Then we have got, at number 3, we have got Batman Begins. This is a 5-star film. Don't try and tell me different. This is a 5-star film. It's such a good film. In fact, I own it 3 separate times. 2 on Blu-ray, 1 on DVD. I know it's a bit stupid, but I love the film, and I got special editions of it, and I couldn't give them away because I love them so much. It's a really great film, and I really enjoyed it. It's a great origin to Batman. This is probably the best Batman film in the trilogy, but then The Dark Knight is the better film of the trilogy. This is just mostly about Batman. The only part I did find a bit annoying about it is the fact that he let Ra's al Ghul, Liam Neeson's character, actually die. His main rule is he has a no-kill rule, right? In most Batman universes, there is a no-kill rule. But in this film, he actually just lets Liam Neeson's character fall to his death. And, you think as Batman, he'd be like, oh, rush in and save him or something. Like, in the Batman film from 1989. But this film, it doesn't really do the character justice as much as I wanted it. It's a solid origin with the League of Assassins and his parents being murdered. It's a really great film, and I really did enjoy it, apart from that fact. Second to last, that one then should be no surprise to anybody. It's on my top 4 on Letterboxd. If you do follow me on that, my name's AshJK28. Go follow me over there. So, stars Christian Bale, Michael Caine, Heath Ledger, Gary Oldman, Aaron Eckhart, Maggie Gyllenhaal, and Morgan Freeman. This is The Dark Knight. This is the very best of the Dark Knight trilogy. Probably is one of the best films ever made. I really enjoyed it. The cast did a great job acting. But the standout of this film, I'm sure you've heard before if you are a movie fan, is Heath Ledger's Joker. The way he embraces the character, manages to show him in such a new perspective compared to the funny guy from the Batman films in the 80s and 90s. The Batman the Animated Series. The way he's able to toy with Batman, and the fact that Heath Ledger actually stayed in his hotel room to get into the isolation for the character of the Joker. I really did enjoy it, and I really do think that if you haven't watched it, it should be on top of your watch list. You should be watching it. It is one of the best films of all time. So yeah, I'll just show you the inside quickly. There is the disc for you. It's a triple disc edition, which is nice. Again, the next film I'm about to talk about is one I talk about all the time. It's The Batman. I wish I had a Blu-ray copy for this. This is such a great film. Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman is really compelling and great side character in this film. Robert Pattinson as Batman, a person who, known for Twilight, you thought, no way he could pull off the Batman mantle, you know what I mean? But he does it in such a way, it's like a noir, gothic type film. It's more of a detective film than most of the other Batman films, which I really enjoy because I really like the detective part of Batman. I like the fact that, the Riddler, a great first villain for a Batman film. What's it called? Paul Dano is really great in the Riddler role. Really enjoyed him. This is, I talk about this film so much, it's unbelievable. But every time my friends are like, oh, what films should I watch? I recommend this first film I recommend. They're like, okay, something other than Batman. I was like, no, watch this. Just watch it. It's a great film, and I really did enjoy it. even on rewatch, it still holds up. There are specific scenes in this film that are my favourite, but I'm not going to tell you them because I don't want to spoil the film for you. But just watch this film. No matter what, watch it. That's it for today. Thank you all for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe to the notification bell, and check out the other channel, and comment below what is your ranking of the live action Batman films. Hell, even tell me your live action ranking of the animated Batman films. Stay tuned for more videos and stay blessed. Bye bye.